How did you get into this world of solar-powered flight?
I got into it because my partner had this crazy idea to fly without any fossil fuel, so using only renewable energy to propel the airplane, and that was 10 years ago.
10 years ago, and Bertrand, he blames you for bringing him in on this, but 10 years ago, this might have been considered a crazy stunt, right?
Well, you know, you always have to try impossible things. This is pioneering spirit. This is innovation. If you start something easy, you're just reproducing what others have done. We have to set the goal very high.
Give us the details of the plane itself, and particularly those incredible wings.
200 feet wingspan, 1.6 tons. So it's the wingspan of an Airbus 340 or a jumbo jet and the weight of a small car. And this is what you need in order to be able to fly day and night, just with solar energy, because that's the goal. If you want to cross the oceans, if you want to go around the world, you need to be able to stay with a single pilot on board for days without absolutely any fuel.
Andre, the actual solar panels, they're fitted and they're curved. Can you explain why they're curved and how did you get them made?
The question was to save weight, to have an airplane of the size of a transport airplane, a jumbo, and the weight of a car. And to save weight, the solar cells had to be the surface of the wing. So we had to find a way from these fragile pieces to get the lift which is required to make an airplane fly.
Bertrand, he used the word fragile, and I want to know, is the plane itself fragile? Could it be affected by any kind of atmospheric conditions or heavy winds?
No, the plane will never break in the air. It's tested like a commercial airliner. And we've proven that this plane can fly because actually the plane has flown 26 hours, more than a day and a night, just on solar power. We've crossed Europe, we've flown to Morocco. I would say we've done our proofs in Europe.
How do you
also with European partners. So now we have to come in the US and bring it to the next level and show basically to the American also what has inspired us and make them share our passion.
Now, as you described, 26 hours already in the aircraft, how do you stay awake if it's going to be a day and night flight?
You know, if you are with the most beautiful woman, you will never be tired. If you are with the most beautiful airplane, you will never be tired either. You just enjoy so much flying it. It's such a responsibility and a privilege to be able to fly the only airplane in the world that never sleeps.
Now, Andre, how did you decide who would pilot the plane across the United States?
We'll do it in steps. So the airplane is going to be assembled now in California as we transport it from Switzerland, and we do different steps. The goal is to reach Washington, D.C. Mid-June and be in New York at Kennedy Airport early July.
Early July. And as far as the actual propulsion of the plane, what kind of speeds would this attain?
The speed is modest, but the goal is not to go fast. The question is how to reach the destination. We don't use any fuel. We don't make any pollution. We have no harm on the environment.
Bertrand, there might not be any fuel, but you do need money in order to make these kinds of things happen. Who are some of your partners in this?
We have a lot of partners from industry who have shown their pioneering spirit through this project. And up to now, we've raised $120 million in Europe to run the project until now. And we are now looking for American partners to join it, because to be a global project, we also like to have American partners joining us.
Well, I noticed, for example, Schindler, the engineering company, is one of the firms that is participating in this event.
Absolutely. They're constructing lifts and escalators. And a company like Solvay, you know, it's a chemical company, and they know that for the future, we need clean technologies, and chemistry is going to be a part of it. And a company like Swiss Re, which is also a lot involved in ensuring natural catastrophes. They know how important it is to switch now to renewable energies.
What kind of altitude are we talking about, Andre? How far above the Earth's surface are you going to be flying?
We go up to 9,000 meters, 29,000 feet. So that's the altitude of Fairliners. That's a way to store energy. So the airplane now is fully sustainable because we can fly many days, many nights. We get close to this notion of perpetual flight.
And not close to the sun. It's not going to be an Icarus experience, right? Nothing like that. Not going to fall to Earth.
No, we hope not. You know, I hope mankind has learned since 5,000 years. But you know, what is really important is to show that as long as we live with certitudes, as long as we fight against the unknown, we will not be successful in life. Solar Impulse is a project that really wants to share passion for new ways of thinking and new ways to act. This is why we would like as many people as possible to follow this adventure with us.
How can they do so? How can they watch what you're doing and follow on a step-by-step basis? Is there a website that you can send them to?
Absolutely, solarimpulse.com, and we transmit live all the flights, like we've done over Europe, but this time over America between May and July.